Hey everybody, my name's Al. I'm coming to you tonight from Seattle, Washington. Welcome to Sporcle Live on-air trivia night. Thanks for coming to this 1 hour game. It's going to consist of a regular round of 10 questions. We're going to follow that with a 4-answer mystery round, and then a final question where you can wager up to 20 points. More about that when we get there. Tonight, we are giving away a 1-month membership to Sporcle Orange. It's our membership. It's a membership to our premium service. Please check out sporcle.com 24/7 for games that will entertain and challenge you. And tonight's winner will get a free month of Sporcle Orange. We want to give a shout out to our last winner, our last national winner. Congratulations to Find Your Beach Virus. Our winners of the 1 month of Sporcle Orange. Congratulations. Maybe your team will win such a prize. Everything's in our honor system tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Like red velvet cake, cheating may be pleasing while you're enjoying it, but the heartburn and the heartache is not fun for anybody. So please, no need to Google. Let's just have some fun. And we also ask, we see a lot of people in our chat room right now, don't put your answers in the chat room. We're going to have a special way that you can submit your answers to us. You don't want to share your incorrect or correct answers with anybody, so please keep your answers out of the chat room. We're going to be collecting your scores using Google Forms tonight. You want to click onto a link that is going to go in our chat room shortly. That link is is.gd/Sporcle signup. is.gd/Sporcle signup. It's in the chat room now. Add that to your device. Remember, as you sign up and enter a team name, be sure to spell your team name the exact way that you enter it initially each time. You're going to be submitting your answer with your team name. And we won't be able to match up your scores if you slightly altered your team name. So, for example, if you have a team name that starts with the letter the, with the word the, you want to make sure that that the is in there and all the letters are in the right spot. As the way that you entered it initially, or we won't be able to match up your scores and get those in. We will post the final scores from this game as soon as we can on our Facebook page, Sporcle Live, so watch for that. You're going to be submitting your answers after each question, and the link to call up the form each time is now going to be displayed for you. It's also in the chat. It's is.gd/Sporcle402. So each time when we ask a question, you're going to punch that in and enter your answers, again, by entering your team name and your answer at is.gd/Sporcle402. That's the, if you signed up before we started, by the way, make sure you go to this link right now and get that set up for yourselves. We're going to give you 2 minutes each time to turn in your answers. Please be sure to turn those answers in before time runs out or they're not going to count. So be mindful of that. I'm going to start with 10 categories for our regular round. Write these categories down at this time. Here they are. We're going to start out with a question about investors, followed by subtitles. Instruments is question number 3, musical instruments specifically. And then question 4 is about novels. And we'll go with the Emmy Awards. That's question number 5. Video games, always a popular category for our Sporcle Live players. That's question 6. Followed by football, science, schools, number 9. And our final category of our regular round is going to be about U.S. geography. Again, you may want to do some strategizing. If one of those categories is something that you excel at, you may want to save your 10-point answer for that particular category. On the same line of thinking, if you're struggling with a particular category, you may want to save your lowest point value for that as well. Again, we'll give you 2 minutes to turn in your answers. Remember to enter your answers in the Google Forms. Good luck, everybody. Let's have some fun with question number 1, investors. In 2004, Peter Thiel made a $500,000 investment in what website, becoming the company's first outside investor? Enter those answers now. And if you'd like to in the chat, let us know, have you ever invested in something that paid off for you? Let us know. We've got about a minute left to have you turn in those answers. About a minute left. Beautiful day in Seattle, ladies and gentlemen. It was a little brisk as it normally is in April, but we had some partial sun. We hit maybe 45, 46 today, so it was very pleasant. Hope the weather is nice where you are. All over the country, we see some folks from Michigan, Ohio, Massachusetts. I know we've got some from Maine tonight with us, as well as Georgia. So hope the weather is nice where you are. 30 seconds left. Wisconsin is with us tonight. Don't let me forget about Wisconsin. And the UK. Hello, Julia from the UK. All right, category for our first question is investors. In 2004, Peter Thiel made a $500,000 investment in what website, becoming the company's first outside investor? The answer is Facebook. Peter Thiel put up $500,000. Got his money's worth, didn't he? Facebook. Question number one. On to question two now. Its subtitles. What is the forward subtitle of both the 2016 film Rogue One and the 2018 film Solo? The same forward title for both films. Make sure you get all 4 words correct in order to get your points. About a minute left. We have people from all around the world today. Texas is here. New Zealand, a couple of players from New Zealand are joining us as well. I assume it is early morning? Let's see. All right, just about 15 seconds left to turn in your answers to our subtitles question. Subtitles category. What is the 4-word subtitle of both the 2016 film Rogue One and the 2018 film titled Solo? The answer to this question, a Star Wars story. A Star Wars story. If you got that right, depending on how you bet, it might have done very well. Question 3 now is about musical instruments. According to his website, what has always been Weird Al Yankovic's main instrument, for which he first took lessons around his 7th birthday? Weird Al. Put in the chat your favorite Weird Al tune. Is it Eat It? There's a bunch of them. Had a Star Wars parody too, didn't he, a few years back? Yeah, we got Amish Paradise, biggest ball of twine in Minnesota, 1 more minute. I lost on Jeopardy, always a favorite. Speaking of 1 more minute, ladies and gentlemen, you have 1 more minute. More answers have come in. Stuck in a Closet with Vanna White. I Hate Sauerkraut. White and Nerdy. All right. Final seconds ticking down for instruments. According to his website, what has always been Weird Al Yankovic's main instrument, for which he first took lessons around his 7th birthday? Weird Al loves to play the accordion. The accordion, the correct answer for question number 3. All right, moving on to novels. Question number 4. Randall McMurphy is the protagonist of what 1962 novel? Randall McMurphy. Megan says to slow down, so I'm hoping that it's because I'm talking too fast, but we'll give you a little bit extra time as well, Megan. But I will try to keep my speech a little bit slower. I'm very excited to be joining all of you tonight. I think on last check we had about 470 people with us here, and it's great to have you all with us. It would be helpful if you do read books to come up with an answer to this question. Although you might also recognize the name from another medium as well. We're 60 seconds left. Thank you very much for not entering your answers in the chat room. We really appreciate that. And we also appreciate you not using Google or any other source to come up with your answers. It makes it a lot more fun for everybody, obviously. Last few seconds now, question number 4. Category all about novels. Randall McMurphy is the protagonist of what 1962 novel, played by Jack Nicholson in the film adaptation of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Randall McMurphy. We're almost halfway through our regular rounds. On to question number 5, the Emmy Awards. One of 2 answers here. Name either of the late night talk and news satire programs that have won the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Variety Talk Series since the award was introduced in 2015. Only looking for one. You don't have to write down both. If you do know both, I guess it's all right if you want to enter them, but be aware if you enter two and one of them is wrong, you're not going to get your points awarded. So be careful with that. Just one answer. That's all we're looking for. As we get into the second half of our regular round, I want to let you know, folks, that we have a lot of teams tied to top right now. So we don't have an exact score for everybody at this point, but know that if you're doing well, you are in lots of company right now. All right, let's bring it down to 1 minute to go. 1 minute left. One of two late night talk and news satire programs that have won the Primetime Emmy. Final 10 seconds on our Emmy Awards category. All right, name either of the late night talk and news satire programs that have won the Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Variety Talk Series since the award was introduced in 2015. The answers are Last Week Tonight with John Oliver and The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. Did you write down one of those two? Hopefully you did. Ladies and gentlemen, Sporcle Live Virtual Trivia is launching next week. We will have full details on Sporcle.com very soon. Now, as a team, you can have up to 6 devices in each game. There will be no more than 8 teams in each event. We will be giving away $100 gift cards by raffle to each team playing. So if you play, you're eligible automatically to win a $100 gift card. Our winning team in each game will get 2 chances. They get double the chances if you win each game. Again, watch Sporcle.com for more information. We'll be bringing those to you next week. It should be very exciting, lots of fun too. So here we go with the rest of our first half of the game. Category 6 is video games. What is the name of the kingdom in which the Legend of Zelda series of video games primarily takes place? Not a lot of good luck on the last question, according to a couple of folks who either changed their answers or had somebody talk them out of their answers. Remember, you've got the full 2 minutes, so take advantage of it if you can. We must, before we go any further, give a shout out to our main man Fern, who's doing all the scoring tonight. I see right now 483 folks playing. I assume not all 483 are entering scores, but it's possible, and Fern is doing a heck of a job keeping track of everything. So thank you, Fern, for all you do. 60 seconds left on our video games question. Joel Mass in our chat room says he loves him some Zelda, so I'm anticipating that Joel and his team are going to do very well with this one. Somebody's playing Zelda right now, as a matter of fact. Multitasking with Sporcle Live. That's fantastic. Thank you. 20 seconds left. Here we go. Video games are question 6. What is the name of the kingdom in which the Legend of Zelda series of video games primarily takes place? That kingdom goes by the name of Hyrule. The Kingdom of Hyrule. Congratulations to many of our teams who I'm sure did very well with that one. Question 7. Football. In Canadian football, how many yards is the midfield line from the goal line? How many yards is the midfield line? You know it's 50 in American football. What is it in Canadian football? You may have seen a stopwatch come up with 29 seconds on it. You still have a little bit more time, but we're about to give you our 30-second cue. All right, 30 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen, on our football question. North of the border in Canadian football, how many yards is the midfield line from the goal line? It's actually 55 yards to midfield. 55, a little bit longer. And that's not metric. That's 55 yards in our football question. Here we are at question 8. In fluid mechanics, the clumping phenomenon, where small floating objects tend to attract one another, is known as what effect? After a popular breakfast cereal, the clumping phenomenon. All right, let's give you 30 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. 30 seconds to turn in your answers to this question. Clumping phenomenon. All right. In fluid mechanics, the clumping phenomenon, where small floating objects tend to attract one another, is known as what effect after a popular breakfast cereal? Don't we all have a hard time getting those last few Cheerios into the spoon? That's that clumping phenomenon. And now we have a name for it, so that's fantastic. Question 9. John Adams, Theodore Roosevelt, and John F. Kennedy are among the U.S. presidents who got their undergraduate degrees from which Ivy League school? The Ivy League. Pick a school. Maybe you know it. You got 2 minutes. All right, folks, 60 seconds left. 60 seconds. Be interesting to find out from Fern when he gets a chance how that early success for many of our teams is going, if we still have a lot of teams at the top. Under 30 seconds left. Marital strife is being promoted according to our player Alex. We're glad to help. Under 5 seconds. John Adams, Teddy Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy among the U.S. presidents who got their undergraduate degrees from which Ivy League school? That is Harvard University. Harvard, Cambridge, Mass. Final category of our regular round is now here. White Sands Missile Range is a military testing area located in which U.S. state? White Sands Missile Range. What state? 60 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. 60 seconds left on our final question of our regular round. Ten seconds, everybody. White Sands Missile Range is a military testing area located in which U.S. state? The answer is New Mexico. White Sands Missile Range, New Mexico. All right, that's our regular round, everybody. Time to move on. Before we do that, if you had fun with us so far this evening, we appreciate that. Please consider donating to our Sporcle Live Host Fund. Any amount is appreciated, $1 or $2, whatever you can afford. We know many of us are struggling right now with finances, so we appreciate whatever you can do. You can help us by going to PayPal using sporcle@gmail.com or Venmo at Sporcle-Inc. INC. Again, we appreciate that. And if you're, you can always subscribe to us. There's a little button at the bottom of the screen, I believe, on the lower right-hand side of the screen. Click that subscribe button, and you'll be notified every time Sporcle Live does a show. We got another show coming up tomorrow. We'll be talking more about that in just a minute. But we're doing shows here at Sporcle Live on air throughout the week here on YouTube. So we'd appreciate you subscribing and staying with us and playing with us every chance you can. Moving on now to our mystery round of the night. Our mystery round, there's the form you'll need. You want to punch in is.gd/SporcleMR. is.gd/SporcleMR. You can find it in the chat as well. That'll be the form that you'll use for our mystery round. There will be 4 answers, and we'll get you to the question in just a moment, just giving you the opportunity to get yourselves, that form entered for our mystery round. Let's tell you a little bit about this mystery round. Tonight, it is a before and after mystery round. You'll be combining 2 clues to form a single answer. It's a fan favorite, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. Answers may share a word, part of a word, or a symbol. Let me give you an example so you know what to expect. If I said the capital of Minnesota and a singer who famously partnered with Art Garfunkel, your answer would be St. Paul Simon. We take St. Paul, we use the common word Paul with Paul Simon for the Art Garfunkel partner, and we get St. Paul Simon. So that's how that's going to work. We're going to give you each one of our clues one at a time, and then we'll put all 4 on the screen. We'll give you 3 minutes to turn in your answers. Each correct answer is going to be worth 2 points. Here we go with our first clue in our mystery round before and after. Actor who refused an Oscar for his role in Patton, and country singer who won American Idol in 2011. Remember, sharing a word, part of a word, or a syllable. Number 2. Religious companion of Robin Hood and conservative political commentator who co-founded the Daily Caller website. Again, we'll put all of these up at the end of the 4th one, so you have them all to go over during that period. Number 3, the first top 10 hit by Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, and 2018 film that was one of the first major films to focus on a gay teenage romance. And our final category in our final clue in our mystery round: NBA team that moved to their current location from New Orleans and instrument played by Ron Burgundy in the film Anchorman? All right, we're going to put all 4 clues up on the screen now. We're going to start the clock at 3 minutes. Remember, each correct answer is worth 2 points. Be sure you have your team name entered properly and all 4 answers submitted as well. Good luck. You've got 2 minutes, everybody. 2 minutes. One minute left, everybody. 1 minute. Anything you can do to help, ladies and gentlemen, in our Sporcle Live Host Fund, we've got almost 500 hosts of the Sporcle Live alone, as well as our other partners with Stump and Opinionation. So we could use some help. All of our hosts could use some help, and we'd appreciate whatever you can give us. We'd really appreciate that. Thank you in advance for all you do, and thank you for your loyalty and playing with us as much as you do. We're down to 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds actually, but we'll give you 30 right now. All right, time is up on our mystery round. Let's reveal the answers now in our before and after mystery round. Here are the answers. Number 1, actor who refused an Oscar for his role in Patton and country singer who won American Idol in 2011. That is George C. Scotty McCreery. George C. Scott, Scotty McCreery. Number 2, religious companion of Robin Hood and conservative political commentator who co-founded the Daily Caller website, Friar Tucker Carlson. Number 3, the first top 10 hit by Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, and 2018 film that was one of the first major films to focus on a gay teenage romance, Why Do Fools Fall in Love, Simon. And finally, our 4th one, before and after. NBA team that moved to their current location from New Orleans, and instrument played by Ron Burgundy in Anchorman. That is the Utah Jazz Flute. Utah Jazz Flute. 2 points for each correct answer in our mystery round. All right, it's time now Has it been 45 minutes? It's time for our final question. Here's the form you're going to need. You're going to be wagering on our final question. is.gd/Sporcle wager. Your available wager amount is between 0 and 20 points. Whatever you wager on this final question, it's in the chat. Whatever you wager on this final question, if you get the answer correct, we'll add those points to your score. If you get the answer wrong, we're going to deduct those points from your score. Again, let's give you the category so you can wager wisely on this. The category is companies. Companies category. is.gd/Sporcle wager. Get those wagers in. We'll give you 1 minute to do that. And you're wagering. This is the only time in the game where you will lose points if you get the answer incorrect. So be mindful of that as you enter your wagers. Zero to 20. Some folks like to bet nothing, no risk. Some people like to risk it all. Week 20. Just about 15 seconds left. Just about 15 seconds to go. All right. Our final question category, as we mentioned, it is companies. Here's the form you'll need to enter your answer. is.gd/Sporcle FQ. is.gd/Sporcle FQ. You'll have 3 minutes to turn in your answers to our final question. The category is companies. Here we go. What company topped the first ever Fortune 500 list in 1955? The company ranked number 13 on the list in 2019 and was originally co-founded by William C. Durant in 1908. Your 3 minutes start now. Two minutes left in our final question. 2 minutes. All right, we're down to 1 minute on our final question. Companies, the category. 1 minute left. About 30 seconds before we reveal our answer. All right, here we go. What company topped the... Oh, before we get to the final answer, let me tell you something else. I want to remind you again, folks. Please keep in mind our hosts. Please consider donating to our Sporcle Live Host Fund. Any amount that you can give is much appreciated. Sporcle@gmail.com for PayPal, Sporcle-Inc. for Venmo users, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Right there at the bottom of your screen. We got plenty going on, as well as our website, Sporcle.com. We've got Derek and Matt and Derek's quiz lab tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific time. And then we'll be back with Sporcle Live on air. Mark will be hosting a special kid-friendly Sporcle Live trivia. That's at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, 11:30 a.m. Pacific. And there's just so much to do on our Sporcle website. Please take advantage of all of these YouTube shows that we have. If you can help us in any way at all, that would be much appreciated. We're here 24/7 right there at Sporcle.com. All right, let's get to our final question and see how you did. What company topped the first ever Fortune 500 list in 1955? The company ranked number 13 on the list in 2019 and was originally co-founded by William C. Durant in 1908. The answer to our company's question is General Motors. General Motors. Did you get that right? Well, we'll find out soon enough. General Motors, our final question. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alan. I'm located here in Seattle. I get the opportunity to host some shows for Sporcle Live in and around Seattle, and it's good to see some of our regular players from the Seattle area, as well as you folks from around the country and around the world. Don't forget our next Sporcle Live on air telecast will be tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern, 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. That is kid-friendly trivia right after Matt and Derek's Quiz Lab, which starts at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks again. Stay safe, everybody. Have a great afternoon and evening or morning wherever you are. We'll see you soon.